And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Redskins. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Come on, set. 70 in. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Go.
On first down, little, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 60 out block. Come on, D. Ready, go.
Back to throw now on first down. Got an open man. It's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Their own 22-yard line.
We go, Todd. 120. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got room. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
53. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
180. Whirling. 90 is in mine.
On 1st and 10, gone. The 20. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Ric Flair. Wall, get wall.
They'll run on first down. Holmes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Strip the ball.
And again this time to the tailback. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd down and goal. Goff looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
He's talking about you. He's telling him right. Hey, we got four. Got four down.
I think a free play now for Goff. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll set up a throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they picked up the first down.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Base, let's go. 57's mine.
2nd and 11. And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Washington Redskins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Got three down.
He'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught at the 10. 39 yards there. A big one. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
It's just me.
On first down, it's Little. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 6-6.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On first down, gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. And an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
He was brought down at the 26. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 52.
They'll run it now. Out we go. Well, he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 35-yard line.
Ready, ready. 90. Roll. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 24 yards. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
At the Dolphins' 42-yard line.
On the set. 57 to Mike.
Yeah.
What happened?
Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
The Redskins on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third down and 12. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. First and 10. Looking to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On second down now, it's Little. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Redskins on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike's 57, 57's Mike. Check pass, check pass. Ready.
Back to throw here. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Hey, one set. Check, go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun. Gone. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
180.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. Holmes has got it complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
90 is the mic.
Goff on third down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
All day, every day, any day.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
Let's see if that script is a good one for them. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And again this time to the tailback. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Watch the whip. He's coming. Hey, kill. He's coming to double up. Kill.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Here we go, team. Here I come. Here I come. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Showing it. Showing it. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on. Switch it. Recon. 132 fight. Ready. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's complete to Diggs. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. 7. Let's go. Ready, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
brings up second and 11 at the Dolphins' 30-yard line.
Ready, ready, ready. 54, right there. 54 Mike. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming at you.
They'll set up the throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
They'll run on first down. Little looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Barrett. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike's 57.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Let's go, Henry. Let's go, Henry. What you got? What you got, Henry?
They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. David Njoku, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well to get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap for Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Finding Knox there, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Super one. 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Shell. Super. 90 is the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 4th down, Gone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Little. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Redskins on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Little. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And Diggs has it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Here we go. Black 20. Let's make these babies cry.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 44, gone. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Tonight, 180. That's what I do. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Now Goff on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Here we go on 4th. Gone. Got a man, Slayton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff throwing again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
2nd and 10. Goff again. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they'll indeed take a knee. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Washington, it will wind up a 500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year